Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Eva and I'm doing lifestyle and motherhood videos, and this is my natural, unmedicated hospital birth. I went to spontaneous labor at 38 weeks and 4 days and delivered my baby on 19th January. So it's been already probably over a week when you see it. So he's been alive for a little bit and I am ready to share his birth story. It won't be very long because there is not much to say, but if you follow me around, then you know that I had a scheduled induction at 38 weeks and 5 days, so a day after I went into my spontaneous labor. And the reason for that is because my last birth was only 1 hour long. It was induction due to a high blood pressure, and they broke my water, and within 45 minutes my daughter was on this world. So I was really worried. It was actually driving me crazy that I am not gonna make it, that I am gonna deliver in the house or in the car, and lots of bad things can happen. I am not comfortable with a home birth at all. That's not my thing. So when I went to the spontaneous labor, it was 5:50. My water broke and I panicked. It was PM, 5:50 PM. I just ate my dinner, okay? I just had a flatbread. I ate it all. It was a huge flatbread. And I started running around, getting ready. My husband called my mother-in-law to come and take care of my daughters. I did not tell him anything. They were following me through the house and they were really concerning about me, because I was so like rush because of my previous experience. So yeah, I got everything I needed, my documents, and went to the car and wait for my husband to come. And just as we went to the car, my mother-in-law arrived to take care of my kids. We drove quite fast to get to the hospital. My contractions didn't start yet, so I am lucky about that. I think I would freak out if my contractions started to that. Oh, and I must mention that prior to the labor, I actually filmed that already, so I will send you over there how I knew I'm going into labor. But I will just say that I did not have any Braxton Hicks or anything like that. So yeah, I went to the hospital, was waiting for the elevator like forever, okay? And someone opened the door finally, but it was full of people and they were like, oh, you have 24 hours. I'm like, no, I give birth fast usually, okay? My first labor was only 6 hours, so I am fast, like I don't have that much time. Anyway, we waited for the next one. I got admitted. They checked me and I was 5 to 6 centimeters dilated. So that is really a lot. If you want to know, how maybe I helped, I will refer you once again to the video where I talk about my 38 weeks pregnancy update and how I knew I'm going into labor. Just go check over there. I don't want to repeat myself. Anyway, I got admitted and the contractions start coming. With the last two I had gas. This time because of COVID there was no longer gas available for pain, and maybe because of that it was totally different experience. Like I was so more aware of everything with the gas. Even with that first delivery I was kind of like out, like out of this world. With the first one I got so high and it gave me so much anxiety, but this time around I was so calm. I was going through my contractions like a champ. I will be not very what's the word for that? I was doing great. I was breathing through them and kind of like let it happen. If this is your first labor, do not try to stop the contractions, you can't, and they're gonna be more painful if you try to. Just take a deep breath and let it happen, okay? Just go with this, listen to your body. I did not want an epidural because I was hoping for another short labor. So yeah, I started having contractions. They were getting closer and closer together. The worst pain is when you go through transition, so 7 to 10. I already, you know, had all that good job done for me somehow, because I was already 5 to 6 when I came. So anyway, I just had the worst to come, but the contractions, they weren't that bad, but they were coming from my back. So normally they come through your belly and they like tighten everything and then release, right? Tight and release. And this time was coming like from my back, but they weren't like extremely powerful. They were like really manageable. Anyway, then I finally start feeling that familiar pushing sensation, that it's a different type of contractions. But with the last one, it was, or even the first one, it was just so powerful that I could not stop it. And this time around, I was questioning myself if this is really what it is. Even the doctor like, do you feel like pushing? And I'm like, kind of. And I think they gave me Pitocin or oxytocin, which is hormone, and Pitocin, you know, just made the contraction stronger. Anyway, they told me that I can try to start pushing. So I did, and with the last two, it was just different. And this time it was just weird because I'm laying down. The last time they kind of like hold my legs and, you know, do stuff like that. And this time, okay, then just give birth. And I'm like, what are you supposed to do? Like, I know what I'm supposed to do, but like, I'm so like vulnerable right now. Anyway, because the contractions were so weak, I kind of felt like I had epidural. Like, how you push with epidural? How is this possible to be connected with your body? And how do you know what to do when you just numb? I wish I had the contractions, the pushing contraction, much stronger. I don't know for how long I pushed, but not very long. Anyway, I pushed and he came out eventually, but it was weird. It's almost like I couldn't connect my mind to my body because the contractions weren't strong enough. So I guess not that painful contractions, it's not necessarily the good thing because the pressure wasn't strong enough. Anyway, I wasn't pushing for very long, maybe 15-20 minutes, and he came out all healthy, my sweet precious boy. And yeah, and then interesting things start happening also. Like, I hate IV, you know, like I really showed in my last video, like I am all, you know, colorful right now from the IV. It's like the worst part of the labor, but they say just in case you get into trouble after delivery the baby. And I'm glad I did have it. Spoiler alert, they did not needed to put me to sleep or anything, but just in case things get worse, it was good to have it. Another thing I don't understand about home births, what if something goes wrong? Like, it's cruel. Anyway, I was laying down and the placenta did not want it to get being born, maybe because the contractions stopped, right? So I was laying down there for almost 30 minutes because apparently that's how much time they gave you for the placenta to leave your body. It eventually left. I needed few stitches. I tear up. I always tear up with every single one. And you know, they put something numb over there to, you know, put me together. And after that, the doctor was like, there might be still a placenta inside of you, we have to check it out. And that pain was way worse than the labor contraction kind of pain, because she had to stack her whole hand over there. Usually they put you to sleep if they have to do it. And you know, she was touching in my stomach, like literally in my stomach, to see if the placenta is there. She said that she's pretty confident that it's not there, that it all been born, but just in case, you know, heavy bleeding, anything like that, emergency room quickly, and girls, you can die from it. So right now I am 6 days postpartum, and I am a little bit, maybe not worried, but waiting for the 6 weeks things postpartum be over and make sure that in fact I'm not gonna die or rush to the hospital. So anyway, this is my birth story. Definitely different than any other one. Not better, not worse, just different. Maybe I wish that contraction was stronger. I feel like I would be more connected. Anyway, I think that's it. Oh, I will show you baby. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.